Gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon fans. Welcome to another PlaySkape Games video. And today it's that wonderful time, we all love it, we all know it, it's PSA Graded Returns. I'm going to show you some amazing fire cards that we've got grading directly from PSA, some absolute beauties this week. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to show you these. Remember to check out our previous PSA Graded Returns video and guess the PSA grades on some of the cards, and then you can play along at home because I make predictions for all of the PSA cards that I grade on these videos. And yeah, this week I do a lot better than the previous week. Spoiler alert. Please remember to also click the link in the description, go to the PlaySkape Games eBay store, and you know, check out the cards if you want to purchase any yourself. I can offer 10, 15, maybe 20% discount on some if you want to contact me directly and not go through eBay. So yeah, always bear that in mind. But without further ado, I'm so excited to show you these cards. Let's just get into it. Gotta catch them all. And here are my awesome PSA graded returns. 20 beautiful cards that we sent off a few months ago. Please remember to click the link and check out the last video where we did the predictions for these grades. We made our predictions, and yeah, you got to guess the grade for the cards and stuff. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So here is obviously a very nice bit of fire here. Got the Charizard 20th anniversary. I thought this one looked absolutely super clean, super beautiful. CP6, you can see that uses the original base set artwork of Charizard, very popular. I thought this was clean, and yeah, I predicted a 10 for this, and I was not surprised when this one got a 10. I thought this card was so good, I was even tempted potentially to submit it maybe Beckett's, try and get a black label or pristine 10 in the future. It might be a little bit off-centered top to bottom maybe for the black label, but yeah, starting off very strong there with a nice PSA 10 on the first edition Japanese Charizard. I mean, if you want to try and get a quote-unquote a first edition Charizard, probably this is your best bet, because you can see that tiny little, you can see right at the bottom there, the first edition stamp next to Mitsuhiro Rita. They never made an unlimited run of this, but yeah, I think it's about $1,000 now for one of those in PSA 10. So here is the Darkness Blaze Charizard. You might have already seen it already. This one got the PSA 10, so it's very easy to grade these. It was a very good print run for Darkness Ablaze, and yeah, it's not a surprise that I predicted a 10 for this as well. So yeah, very happy to get the 10 for that. I'm gonna put this one here because he's like the fire boy. There we go. Just makes it look a bit cool. Can we get him on the stand without the stand falling over? Okay. Sort of. He's sort of like gonna stay there. That's fine. We'll leave it there. Okay. So we got here the Champions Path Elite Trainer Box Charizard. Yeah, I thought this one was super clean. My prediction for this actually was a 9 because I thought, you know, slightly off-centered, maybe some scratching. Yeah, but I was very happy that this one got a 10. So there's actually 10 PSA 10 Charizards, 3 PSA Charizards back to back. Very happy with this one. Getting a lot of these graded through much slower service, and I expect it, even though, you know, they printed a lot of these, I expect these Charizards to be very popular in the future, still going forward. And here is the Charizard, the Staff one. So this one was quite interesting. So you can see here on the back, you see the Staff stamp actually goes through the card. So I actually, in my last video when I did all the predictions for these grades, I was thinking like, oh, is that going to count as damage? And I kind of went a bit risky. I thought, you know, if it was damage, it could easily be in a PSA 6. But thankfully, this still got a PSA 9. I had a lot of people saying, oh, PSA are going to treat it as damage and give it like a 5 or a 6. And I was slightly more confident, I think, because, you know, it's quite interesting because you can see that the Staff stamp looks still good from the front, and I would say that's more of a factory error as opposed to, like, you know, anything that's like wear and tear in the cards. So I think the only reason this didn't get a 10 potentially was more maybe scratches on the hollow or centering, or just, you know, the condition of the card itself as opposed to the stamp. It would have been interesting to see if this one would have got a 10 anyway, but yeah, I think this. Yeah, I was very happy to get 9 on the Vivid Voltage Staff Charizard. Very beautiful card. I wish I got more of the regular pre-release promos, but yeah, hindsight is 2020. So that was the potentially last ever pre-release Charizard after what happened. So here is the Lugia. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely gorgeous. You can see here on the Staff stamp for the Lugia, it's actually slightly off-centered, but that's not going to make any difference, as we saw with the Charizard. It's all about the condition of the card, and I thought this one was in absolutely beautiful condition. I predicted a 10 for this, and yeah, lo and behold, it gets a 10. So fun fact, this is actually potentially the most valuable card from all the 20 here. You may think like, oh, it's only a Lugia, it's not a Charizard, but this at the moment is
theoretically worth more than this based on active eBay pricing. So it's crazy to think that a Lugia is so popular. But yeah, it's not overly difficult to get 10s of these. I think one of my previous ones was a 10, but yeah, very happy to get another PSA 10 of the Staff Lugia from Vivid Voltage. Potentially this and this, two of the four last ever Staff pre-release promos, potentially the way things went. So very, very happy to get those. We should put one on the back just so the background's a bit more interesting. Speaking of Lugia, here is the Shining Lugia. So I actually went a bit safer for this one. I actually went for a I'm sorry, guys. I actually predicted. I looked at I should have been looking at my notes. I actually predicted 9 for this one. So hopefully I remembered to put the correct one in there. So yeah. Once again, the point system for those that didn't see the previous video, we get 2 points if we guess exactly the correct grade. So we predict 10 on the Lugia, we get a 10, we get 2 points. If we're within 1 point, such as with the Charizard Elite Trainer Box promo, this one, we get 1 point, and if we're more than 2 or more off, then we get 0 points. So we predicted a 7 for the Shiny Lugia. You can probably see there's some damage there just from being in the box, the promo box that it contains. So I thought, there's a bit of damage on the sides. It's very well sent and a nice card overall though, so I'm very happy with this. And we predicted a 7 for this, and it actually came back as an 8, so it's actually a grade higher than I expected it. Very popular, lots of Lugia fans nowadays, and they've got the promo Lugia there as well, and Lugia's just a cool card in general, I'd say. So very happy with the Lugia on that one. Right, I'm going to make sure I actually look at my sheet this time before I say what my prediction was. Yep, so I predicted an 8 for the Staff Machamp. You can see another Staff promo there for the pre-release box. So Staff Evolutions pre-release promos are actually a lot harder to get in higher grades than more modern ones, because after Crimson Invasion, when the pre-release promos, they were distributed in the basic energy boxes. In fact, I've got a basic energy box here, so literally these promos would just be, without obviously the PSA side, they'd just be shoved in the basic energy box, and they just get damaged and bent. And I had a Raichu that was literally had a just massive bend in it. So after Evolutions, I think after Crimson Invasion, they started doing little sealed Staff packs for pre-releases, and yeah, I predicted 8 on this, and fun fact, I actually got 8 on this, so very happy. Still got that OG sort of Machamp artwork. I think there's also some scratches on the holo, and obviously it's not overly well centered on the back. Normally the back centering is not overly important, but yeah, I think 8 is definitely a good grade for this one on reflection. So we have here the Eevee on the ball, and yeah, predicted a 9 for this, and we got a 9. Very happy. It's probably going to be quite hard to get 10s of this, just the way they're distributed in those little sealed packs. For those that don't know, Eevee on the ball, it was an England-only exclusive promo. You can even see there, just about, if you look very carefully, you can see the 3 lines of the England badge, the futsal badge there, which is really cool. Not in Scotland, not in Ireland, not in Wales. I think they accidentally sent some of these to Ireland, Scotland, and Wales just by accident. So some people got lucky and they got them from those countries, but only linked because obviously England's football association, so they don't really want promoting their national football association in other countries. But that's another story for another day. PSA 9, very happy with that. We still don't know if we're going to get Scorbunny and Sobble, although they have sort of shown more promotions recently, so maybe they will come back. Yep, SM210, probably one of my favourite promo cards of all time, English promo cards, at least since I started in 2016. So yeah, I thought this was very clean. I'm not sure. I actually predicted 9 for this. I'm not actually sure why this one would have got. Maybe it's, you can see from it's quite top to bottom on the centering there, but yeah, beautiful card. I predicted 9, and I got this one spot on. So very, very happy there for the Moltres. So once again, remember that most of these cards should be available on our eBay store, eBay PlaySkape Games. Click the link in the description if you want to check that out. Yeah, we're going to be also, but if you want to buy them directly, also please remember to message me on one of the social medias. I can do a 10% discount for single cards off the eBay price, and maybe more for multiples. So yeah, just please message me if you're interested in these beautiful cards. So here we've got the Togepi and Clever and Igglybuff GX 2010 Yellow 8 Alternate Art Small But Mighty Premium Collection Full Art card. This is a bit of a mouthful. You can see, look at the, I'll just show you the grade and stuff. You can just see that, look how much they had to abbreviate. I think this is probably one of the longest cards in English that they had to abbreviate. Just look at all, Look at that! Look at that label there. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, exclusive to United States, Canada, and I think Australia got these boxes as well. We never got them in Europe, so I just thought absolutely beautiful promo. Very nice alternate art. People need it for their alternate art tag team collection. You can see there all the Pokeballs and berries and stuff in the background. I just thought this card was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and I actually predicted a 9 for this, so very very happy to get a 9 on the babies. Wow, wow. So we got here a beautiful, amazing rare Vivid Voltage Rayquaza. So the first ever amazing rare English card that I got graded. I thought Rayquaza is definitely the most popular of all the Pokemon that got amazing rares in Vivid Voltage. So I thought, yeah, why not? Why not? Let's get this card graded. I thought it looked absolutely flawless. And we did actually predict a 10. And lo and behold, it got a Gem Mint 10. So very happy with the Rayquaza. Beautiful card. Just, yeah, very cool. And I think, like, even though you can get this amazing rare Rayquaza for $25 because obviously bulk turnaround time, it's going to take like 8-9 months to get this back if you graded this now for a cheap service. I think it's like $200 almost for a PSA 10 of this, which is absolutely crazy considering like the raw cards like 35, but that's just like the premium that I get for paying more to get, you know, rush through the grading process, I guess. So these are absolutely beautiful. We got here the Champions Festival English 2016. You got all of the Gen 1 starters there, and Psyduck as well. Fun fact, Psyduck's actually on every single Champions Festival card, so they kept that tradition going since, I think, like 1999 with the Tropical Mega Battle card, I think. And yeah, very nostalgic. San Francisco, you can see the tram. There's even a little Wingull there, so shout out to Team Wingull, the Brighton Pokemon team. Yeah, very popular card. Probably from all of the Champions Festivals, it's probably the most expensive and popular of all of the recent Champions Festival cards, because obviously Gen 1 nostalgia is very, very, very much, you know, very prevalent on this card. And yeah, predicted a 9. I'm very happy to get a 9 on this. I was half maybe expecting it could have been an 8 because it's very difficult to grade these. I've had quite a few English Champions Festivals over the years, from 2016 all the way, 2014, I think, 2014 all the way through to Washington DC World in 2019, and not a single one of them's had a 10 for an English copy. So very, very happy to get a 9 for the English Champions Festival. And speak of Champions Festival, we got the Japanese one from the same year. So exactly the same card, just in Japanese. But the big difference is Japanese print quality is always a lot better. And I was very confident in my prediction here of a 10. And lo and behold, it got a 10. So it's quite interesting. I think even though we had this was in a 9, this was in a 10, I think they're both still roughly, we're in a very kind of similar price point to each other. So just because how easy it is to grade Japanese, and obviously like we're in England, and like, you know, people in America and England probably more likely to want English cards. But yeah, very happy with the 10 on that. I don't think I've had a single Japanese Champions Festival come back as a 9 yet, but it'll probably happen one day. So this one was quite disappointing. So I gave this a PSA. Where's my notes? My notes are really bad today. I gave this a 9. So I gave this a PSA 9 because I thought, you know, it looked in really good condition otherwise. It looked very clean. It's quite hard to see in this light, but for the most part, it looked really clean, and I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with it. It's obviously slightly off-centered, but I don't know why this got a PSA 7. I might have to take a greater look at this under a stronger light. At worst, it should have only gotten an 8, I think, but I don't know. The centering really should have only made it a 9, because it's you know, other than, you know, there's left to right, the centering really should have made it a 9. There's probably some like corner damage that I didn't see or something, but considering like how like close all of these other grades were, you know, this is the only card I believe on the list today that I don't get at least 1.4 for guessing within one grade. So if that's the only one, then I will take that. So yeah, Scream Pikachu. So I knew it's going to be impossible to see. It's probably going to be impossible to see that. You can see lots of tiny little holes like from damage there. It's probably going to, yeah, you can probably see the bend there. See how the light is bouncing off differently off the top corner. The light's bouncing differently off the corner. There's a big old bend there. Fortunately, when I purchased this, the photographs weren't very good, so I took a bit of a gamble on this. I predicted only 5, and it got a 4, which is quite disappointing. I think it was still deserving of the 5. I don't think it was clean enough overall because of those little holes that I showed you for it to get a 6, but I was hoping for a 5. But considering that we guessed 5 and it got 4, you know, that just shows you we're getting a lot better with, you know, predicting those kind of Japanese like damaged cards. What's a quote unquote damage? It's still a beautiful card. Like from the front, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between this and a PSA 9 or 10 copy other than the grade up there. So still very happy with this. I'm probably going to end up selling this copy on the eBay store. So click the link in the description, go to the eBay store. And then I'm going to probably purchase the PSA 9 for my collection very soon. If you've got a PSA 9, please hit me up. So here is Swallowed Up Pikachu. So I thought this would translate to Gobbled Up Pikachu. Everyone thought this would translate to Gobbled Up Pikachu, but apparently Japan, whatever PSA is doing, they called it Swallowed Up Pikachu. It still looks cool. Only came in the Coco promo box. Very hard to find the Coco box. Now, do I have one down here? I don't think so. I thought I had a Coco box somewhere. Turns out I don't, but yeah. Gobbled Up Pikachu, very popular. I think this is $200 as a raw card, because they're not going to reprint these boxes because it was to tie in with the movie. Only at 7-Eleven stores in Japan. Yep, it was super clean. I predicted a 9 for this just on the safe charts because I never graded one of these before, and I really should have been a bit risky and gone for the 10 because look at this, like, it actually got the Gem Mint 10. I could not believe that they got the Gem Mint 10. Just like first time ever grading a Gobbled Up Swallowed Pikachu. You can see there, promo number 105. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very happy to get this back. I don't think I'm going to keep this in my collection. As much as I love exclusive Japanese promos, I've got a few more on the bulk service at PSA. I might try and, you know, sell this one quickly to pay for more grades. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful PSA 10 on that Pikachu. So here is the beautiful full art Pikachu collection. I went a bit over the board here. I predicted a PSA 10 on this. Unfortunately, I thought the centering might still within the criteria of the grade, but I think it's literally only the centering that let this card down, because otherwise it looks, to me, it looks otherwise like flawless, I would say. So yeah, I got PSA 9, which is still amazing, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I'm going to be a bit more mindful of centering in the future, because I thought it was just going to be just within the 40, 45, 55 criteria, but I think it was just only the centering that let this one down. But still a beautiful card. Let's take another moment to look at it. Just look at it. Absolutely gorgeous. Very happy with that Pikachu. Right, I've got a couple more Pikachus to finish off here, guys. It wouldn't be a PSA graded returns without a special delivery Pikachu, and this one is actually very special. So you can actually see you got the swirl there, which is lovely. Nice little hollow swirl there. For the most part, I can't see many hollow scratches on this card. So it looked quite clean. I think that's like a print. You can see there's a print line, unless that's on the case. I don't think that's on the case. You can see a print line over here running down the card. Because on the back it looks super clean. It looks well centered. So yeah, I predicted a 9 for this, and it got a 9. I kid you not. I think this is like the 7th one I've graded, and like I'll show you. So this is not part of the 20, but here's another one I sent off. Look. I think this is like the 7th one. These two are like the 7th or 8th ones that I graded, and they've all been 9s. I think this is the first 8 I've had. So it's just crazy. Like, you know, that's very hard to grade. So if you see people charging like $1,000, $2,000 for a PSA 10, I'd be tempted to buy that, because very hard to get these graded if you're looking to try and get a PSA 10 copy of the special delivery Pikachu. And here is the full art Pikachu V, one of my favourite arts from last year for a main set card. Absolutely beautiful. Just super gorgeous. It's very, very like OG style, chubby, more like chubbier Pikachu without going like down the route of being a VMAX. So I predicted a 9 for this. I thought again only the centering might let this card down, because for other than the centering, I'm sorry, my finger marks are all over this now. Other than the centering, like, this card looks super clean. There's like a little white speckle in the corner there, maybe a little white dot at the top. I thought other than the centering, this card was in really good condition. Fortunately, it only got an 8, which I'm quite surprised by, because it's a really clean, beautiful example of this card. But yeah, PSA 8, still very happy with this. PSA 8 Pikachu. I might end up keeping this collection, but you might still see it on my eBay store, because I might want a 9 of this. I'm not sure of it. Yeah, beautiful PSA 8 Pikachu V from Vivid Voltage. Last but not least, boys and girls, I saved something very special for the end. Here is the chunky Pikachu VMAX from Vivid Voltage, the one that everyone wants to pull from Vivid Voltage. First time in ages that a huge chase card other than the Charizard has been a card other than the Charizard. So yeah, very beautiful card. So that's just a bit of dirt on the case. It looks super clean. I actually predicted PSA 10 for this, and lo and behold, look at that, guys. Look at that, boys and girls. Isn't that just gorgeous? PSA 10 Gem Mint Secret Rare Pikachu VMAX from Vivid Voltage. And fun fact, I don't think this is even like third or fourth most. I think this is only like the third or fourth most valuable card potentially from this lot. So yeah, very happy to get the Rainbow Rare Pikachu VMAX. And here, as a little side-by-side comparison, here is the Japanese one. So we actually pulled this from our S4 Volt Tackle Pack ages ago from our booster box. Very happy to get that, and we had to unfortunately buy these. We couldn't pull it, but yeah, I think I might keep the Japanese one in my collection and sell the English one, because other than the fact it's in English, like, they both look almost exactly the same, and I've got like more nostalgia and more emotional attachment to this one because I pulled it myself. But yeah, I don't know, you might see this one and potentially this one. So these are the first two that I purchased, and both of them got a Gem Mint 10. So very happy with that. This wasn't included in the predictions, but yeah, very happy with that to get the PSA 10. So that's the PSA graded returns. I just put the Pikachu there. So I think these three might be the most valuable of the three, but I'm not 100% sure. I think that Staff Charizard's right up there as well. But yeah, so basically, as before, correct grade is 2 points. Getting within 1 grade was 1 point, and getting like 2 or more off, like with the Eevee, was no points. So overall, our score from 20 cards was actually 31 points. So this is in huge comparison to our January score when we had a mixture of, like, I think we had mostly old cards and Japanese cards from that first one. I think it was a mixture of something. I'm not sure, but the first score was only 19 points from 20. So to get 31 points overall from 20 cards is actually great. So I'm pretty much nailed on for my predictions from modern cards, which I'm very, very happy to see. I just need to work a bit more on my vintage and mid-series stuff, but we'll hopefully have some more soon. Unfortunately, we won't be having another one of these for a couple of months now, because the PSA price increases. We're gonna have to wait until we get like 20 nice cards. I want to pay $100 for a quicker turnaround for, but well, $100 each, mind you. $50 for economy. I might look into economy, but economy has currently been closed, so we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, very happy with these PSA returns. Once again, please click link in the description. Go to our eBay store if you want to potentially get your hands on any of these cards. Message me on Facebook or the PlaySkape Games Discord, or any of those other places if you want to pick up some of these beautiful cards for yourself. Most of them should be for sale, and most of them should be on my eBay store at the time of this video going out. So yeah, please leave a comment below. Did you enjoy this video? Have you had any cards back from PSA recently? Probably not. But did you enjoy this video? Please let me know what you think, and yes, remember to hit that subscribe button, and yes, I will see you very soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch 'em all.
A huge thank you to our lovely patrons. They get exclusive videos, market updates, Q&As with me, and much more besides. Click the link below to join the PlaySkape Games Patreon, and I will see you very soon, Pokemon fans. Gotta catch 'em all.